මම මේ පොඩි හඳුන්වාදීමක් කරන්නම් මාව මම නිරංජන් මීගම්මන ශිල්ප සයුරේ ඇත්තටම මේ ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එක කරන්න ඕනේ පූර්ණිමා එයාද යම් වැඩක ඉඳලා හින්දා මම ඒක බාර ගන්නවා මෙතන ඉන්න සමහරක් අයව මම අඳුරනවා මම ඉස්සෙල්ලාම කැමති දැනගන්න ඔයාලගේ chat එකේ දාන්න ඔගොල්ලෝ කොහොමද අපි ඉංග්‍රීසි වචන ගොඩක් පාවිච්චි කරනවා මේ අපි ෆස්ට් ඩේනේ වැඩියෙන් කැමති කතා කරන්න සිංහලෙන්ද ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන්ද කියලා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ chat එකේ දාන්නකො. සිංහල නම් S කියලා දාන්න, ඉංග්‍රීසි නම් ඉංග්‍රීසි කියලා දාන්න, E කියලා දාන්න. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දාන බා ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැම්මේ නැත්නම් මේ අපිට ඔවින දෙකයි එහෙමනම් අපි ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් යමු මොකද අනිත් අය ඔක්කොම ඉංග්‍රීසි කියලා මං හිතනවා right so we are okay with English but we can also use Sinhala right තේරෙන්නේ නැති මොන හරි තියෙනවා නම් සිංහලෙන් අහන්න අපි ශිල්පසාර ෆවුන්ඩේෂන් කියන්නේ අපි සොසයිටි එකක් NGO එකක් අපි මේකෙන් youth lover develop කරනවා ටෙක්නොලොජි වලට ඒක තමයි අපි කරන්නේ මම ගොඩක් විස්තර කරන්න යන්නේ නැහැ ලබන සතියේ පූර්ණිමා ඇවිල්ලා ඔයාලට ශිල්ප සයුර ගැන පොඩි බ්‍රීෆ් එකක් දෙයි එතකන් මම හඳුන්වලා දෙන්න යනවා ඔයාලට ඔයාලගේ රිසෝස් පර්සන් ඔයාලට උගන්වන්නේ he will be teaching you he's Ravindu Shamalka Pereira. He's a 3D journalist and he has 5 years experience and he's working with AR and VR. That means augmented reality and virtual reality. He's a lecturer at Academy of Design, which is connected to Northumbria University, UK, as well as he's a lecturer at NIBM. But when he's really going to teach you about video editing and all these things, you will know about him more. You can ask any question if you have a problem and ඔයාලට සිංහලෙන් අහන්නත් පුළුවන් අපි ඔක්කොම මෙතන සිංහල දන්නවා නමුත් technical terms ඔක්කොම ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් යන්නේ he'll be doing the course in English ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් ගොඩක් දේවල් කරයි ඒ නිසා ඔයාලා හොඳට යෑමදාම ඇවිල්ලා ඉගෙන ගන්න අපි රෙකෝඩින් එකක් දානවා Ravindu you are now host so you can start the training okay. Welcome Ravindu and welcome everyone thank you
okay guys hello is everyone here yes so today like ada api කියලා දැන් මේ course එක කොහොමද යන්නේ සති 8යි සති 8ක course එකක් තියෙන්නේ දැන් මේ course එකේ so anyways I'll be talking in English so it's since everyone wanted English so in this course
Ravindu can you switch on your video
yeah sure give me a minute
okay thank you
hello guys yeah so today we'll be talking about what we will be planning on doing for these 8 weeks so let's just get started on it so how many of you know about Adobe Premiere Pro anyone you guys can just drop a message on the chat I can actually see the chat so whoever knows Adobe Premiere just drop a message anyone okay so anyways yeah so what we'll be covering up so in the first week obviously we are talking about the introduction of what we are going to be doing So the softwares you will be learning is OpenShot, which is something you can actually for video editing and sound editing and all of that. And that's one software, which is a free source. And the other one is Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro will be teaching, will be mostly focused on Premiere Pro because that's like our main goal. Yeah, sorry. Video editing software. Yeah, so video editing software is Premiere Pro, and there's another open source, which is OpenShot video editing. Okay. So those are the softwares we'll be covering up. And when it comes to audio, we will be talking about audio as well. So audio will be covering up the softwares wise. There's something called Audacity, which is an open source. You can download it for free. And there's another software which is called Audition, Adobe Audition. So that will be providing that software as well for you guys. Okay. So in week two, we'll be talking about editing in Premiere Pro. So when I say editing in Premiere Pro, we'll be covering up learning the tools in Premiere Pro and types of camera shots and camera angles and rules of thirds. And week three we'll be discussing about editing techniques, transitions, and speeding up footages and compiling and text animations and all. And week four we'll be basically covering up the base color grading, color correction in footage. In a live footage, we get some kind of a live footage and we test out changes the environment colors and contrast and all that, etc. And week five will be focusing on audio. So when I say audio, I'll be teaching you guys how to import certain audios to Premiere Pro and edit them with Audition and Audacity. Audacity is a free source, so people who don't know what is Audacity, just Google it up. You can download it and try it by yourself as well. But I'll be teaching the softwares as well. So that's week five. Week six, we'll be getting more into Audacity, which is a software that is used for editing audio and creating audio as well and recording audio. And that's week six. Week seven. Week seven will be going more in depth in Audacity. We'll be testing out noise cancellation and noise reduction and some of the edits and effects in it. And week eight, we are going into multi-tracking. So multi-track sessions. So those multi-tracking sessions is mostly based on taking two audios and mixing the two audios together, creating one sound. So that's what we'll be talking about. And I can actually show you guys like a video as well, what we'll be working with and every week at the same time. Yes, this is every week, same time. Yeah. Am I going too fast with you guys? Do you want me to repeat? Do you guys have any questions? Just drop on the chat if you want me to repeat it again. All good. Do you guys have any questions to ask regarding this course? 8 weeks? No? And do you guys have any questions to ask from me regarding anything like software wise, like anything? Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen and I need to show you guys like few videos that you will, by the end of this course, what you'll be capable of doing and what you'll be learning as well. Okay. Okay, can you guys see the screen? Yeah, can you guys see the screen? So that is one thing. So let me just stop sharing. Yeah. So those kind of videos you'll be like those kind of transitions you'll be learning in this class. And there is like one more video I feel like showing you guys. I think this will be really interesting as well. How many of you guys watch Oppenheimer, the new movie that came about the atomic bomb? Can you guys drop a message on the group? I mean on the chat. Sorry, people who have watched Oppenheimer, the atomic bomb, the movie that was on theater. Anyone? Okay. Okay, there's one more video I need to show you guys. So these are the things we will be learning. Filters, color correcting. Yep. So these videos that I showed you guys, like these are like all done in Premiere Pro and power of Premiere Pro and some good footages. You just combine them together and voila, you can get any kind of footage. And it's basically the power of editing. So that's what you'll be learning throughout this class as well. And yeah, so do you guys have any questions regarding these videos that you guys just watched? Anything? You can just ask on the chat as well. Anyone? Does anyone have any kind of question to ask regarding this videos that I showed you guys? Okay, I'll be showing one more video as well. Okay. mostly color correcting as well. You guys see the difference. Okay, so yeah. So do you guys have anything to ask regarding this? Do you guys want me to go through the lesson plan again one more time? Because today's basically we won't be getting into softwares. We'll be discussing what we'll be covering up. So I basically told you guys that the 8-week plan as well. So if you guys have any questions, any doubts regarding the softwares, how you guys want to get the softwares, like where you can get it, so just drop a message on the chat so I can provide all these links and we can talk about it as well. Anyone?
It will be nice if you can tell first software that they should download.
Okay.
That we're covering, and you can give the link to the to download, because when next week when they come, they can come with the software.
Okay. So yeah, so this is the first software. Okay, let me just give you guys the link. This is the software that the free source one, and there is to get Premiere Pro, you guys have to actually I'll give you guys like a survey sort of thing. You have to fill that, and that's when you get the Adobe Premiere software for 1 year. The license actually.
That actually comes from Shilpa Saira Foundation. We have an arrangement with Adobe Foundation to give our students a free software license. So it's not everybody, but there's a limitation. But first come, first serve basis. If you fill up Ravindu's form, you will get a sort of email with the link to download the software.
Yep. So these are the two softwares that is required for the next week class. So I'm hoping you guys will download it and do the necessary needs that has to be done. Does anyone have any kind of question regarding this? I did not receive the links. Oh wait, I'll send it again.
We will start with the free one. After that, Adobe will come later.
Yeah, we can start with the free OpenShot one, and then later in the week, next week, week after, we can start with Premiere Pro as well.
We will do good because for them, their machines, we don't know. No? So
yeah,
we will do a comprehensive OpenShot, and we can transit into Adobe later. Give them a time, it will take about 2 weeks when you get the Adobe software. So OpenShot link,
I have shared it on the group again. I mean on the chat.
I didn't see it.
But it says direct. Sorry. Okay, hold on. I think I have to send it like this. Wait. Okay. Did you guys get it?
It's called OpenShot, right?
Yeah, OpenShot. Yeah, I sent the link. Okay, so everyone got it. Yeah, so I want you guys to install this software, and maybe like before the class, you guys can have get some little bit of time for yourself and go through this software as well. So that way you guys can explore the software and ask me any kind of questions, difficulties, so we can go through it and we can talk about it, and it'll be way easy for me as well, and to help you guys how to understand this software and make a really nice footage. Do you guys have any kind of question regarding any of the weekly class plans? Week 2, week 3, do you guys have anything?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Hi.
am I audible?
Sorry?
Am I audible to you?
Am I?
Audible to you, sir?
Sorry, I
Can
can't
I-
hear.
Sir, I just joined the meeting right now, sir. Can you please tell the lesson plan briefly?
Okay, sure. So so the lesson plan is basically so week 1.
I think we will be posting the recording. We wouldn't be wasting time because it's a tight plan. So best thing is to look at the recording for the previous part and go ahead, because you have to come at the time. It's a very important thing that you have to come on the time, because when people come on different times, we cannot repeat the class. So therefore, use the recording and following. He just said you will go with the flow. This is go with the flow. This is the software that you have to download later. That also we will put it on the group.
Okay. So does anyone else have any kind of question regarding the lessons or anything that they want to ask regarding any of this? And one more thing, are we supposed to give them the attendance sheet right now itself?
To the attendance sheet,
I'll send the attendance sheet as well, right?
maybe you can do it at the almost end of the class or something like that.
Okay.
But
So does anyone have anything regarding this? Is it? So, okay, I'll go through, okay, one more thing. So in, what is, week 8? So week 8 is basically multi-tracking session, right? So I'll talk about what is multi-tracking session. So, in week 8, we'll be, basically taking like, 2 audios together, and we'll be mixing those audios together, maybe like, footsteps, and maybe different kind of footsteps together, and like creating like one single audio out of it and using it for our animation, like even a raindrop. um let's just say example, like a water drop hitting, and in the background we want like rain happening. So we want to but we want to focus on the audio which is the raindrop which is hitting on the ground. So but we also want the background sound of the rain. So basically we are learning how to like compile those 2 audios together to make a single audio. That is what multi-tracking means. And one more thing. So yeah. So in Premiere Pro, I already mentioned that we'll be learning the tools and even types of camera shots and even effects. We'll be going through effects and transitions and the rules and the rule of thirds as well. And technical stuff, transitions I already mentioned. And week 4, basically basic color correcting and grading as well. And small basic color correcting, and that's about it for week 4 actually. And week 5, which is audio, getting the audio to Premiere Pro and mixing those audio with your footage, and an introduction for Audacity. So Audacity is as well open source. You guys can download it from anywhere, from Google actually. So I'll drop that link as well for you guys, for those who wants to learn Audacity as well. Okay, so does anyone have any kind of question regarding this? Anyone? Okay, then I'll be sharing my screen one more time, and I'll be showing you guys a footage as well about color correcting, basically what we'll be learning throughout this. Look at the transitions quickly happening on the screen, and those are things that you will be learning in this class. The effects.
These my dance make it hurt.
Oh yeah, so basically you guys saw before and after. So those kind of stuff we'll be working with, color correcting and making changing the sky, maybe day to night. So those kind of things. And sorry, we should download the softwares, and basically you have to download the softwares and have those softwares ready by next week's class, so we can discuss what these softwares are capable of. Okay. does anyone have any kind of questions regarding the videos I showed and the lesson plan?
Just because we are all beginners, sir, can you do the open shot little
Okay.
bit in depth and adapt that to Premiere Pro later? Some of us have some slow machines,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
spend little more time on the open shot.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. So yeah, sure. I do have. Okay. Give me a minute. So open shot.
Also, share some of the learning videos if there are any ones which are for beginners, open
Okay.
shot and all, which is related to your lesson, so that they can practice.
Okay, sure. I'll do that. Yeah. So this is a video that is showing all the open shot, like the software effects and everything. So you guys can have like a look at what it's capable of.
So please share the link also.
Okay. Yeah, I'll share the link as well after showing the video.
Yes, sir.
So all of this is being done on OpenShot software, which is open source. And I'll share the link as well for those who want to check this video as well. Yeah, so that's OpenShot, and we will get to the technical side. I can show you guys some tutorials of how to work around it, but like I think it's best for me to get into software the next week class, since today's is the introduction. And I wish you guys communicated more with me about regarding the softwares and any questions you guys have about this video editing class. It would be really helpful for me to get to know you guys as well. Does anyone have any kind of a question regarding OpenShot?
I have a small question. I just was using OpenShot, and I
Yeah.
found when I did, I mean, this is too early, but help me if you can. I
Yeah.
couldn't zoom in the track.
But a bit, like on the screen, you mean? The footage?
No, not Premiere. Premiere you can. I know I have used Premiere,
Yeah.
but OpenShot I couldn't find a button or something to zoom in the track to, find a, editing.
What
Is
do you
it
mean zoom in?
available?
Like zoom into the footage, you mean?
Yes, yes. I
Like
want to, timeline.
okay, in the timeline, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So in the bottom there is like do you see like wait, hold up. Let me just open OpenShot in my laptop as well and show it to you. So give me a minute. it's taking some time.
Yeah, it's video editing is it will
Yeah.
require a very powerful machine.
That is it.
That is why we encourage these students to use OpenShot and get familiar and
Hmm.
upgrade themselves to Premiere for professional work.
Professional
But
work,
quick
yeah.
and dirty work, OpenShot is fine to get the concepts in.
Yeah, that is so true. Because right now, even I'm having like a small difficulty opening the software.
And that's okay, sir. You can do it later.
Yeah. So, yeah, until it's being opened up. So, is there any other questions regarding the software or anything I should cover up? Anyone have any kind of question? Like we have like 25 people. Does anyone have any kind of question regarding the softwares?
ඔගොල්ලන්ට සිංහලෙන් අහන්නත් පුළුවන් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ.
ඔව් සිංහලෙන් අහන්න මොනවාරි තියෙනවා නම් ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න. OpenShot එක ගැන මේ lesson plans අහන්න තියෙනවා නම් ඒ ගැන අහන්න පුළුවන්. නෑ Photoshop කියලා දෙන්නේ. I'm not going to be teaching Photoshop. I won't be.
අපේ Photoshop class එකක් තිබුණා graphic design එක ඉවර වුණා. කාට හරි ඕන නම් ඒකේ video recordings ගන්න message එකක් එවන්න අපි Google Classroom එකේ link එක දෙන්න.
I'll be only teaching Adobe Premiere Pro and Adobe Audition and OpenShot and Audacity. Those are the softwares that will be helping you guys to create a really good footage. And maybe if you guys are into video editing, we need to serve Photoshop. Sorry, you guys need to learn Photoshop, is it?
Yeah, if you have Photoshop, it is good because sometimes when you do effects, you can use some Photoshop graphics. So basically, Premiere is the editor where you can bring in Photoshop and After Effects and all these things.
Yes.
But this course is beginner level course. We are not going to go for advanced stuff for you to get a video editing done. When you do a video, sample video editing done, probably it's not really highly advanced like music videos or anything, but you can get a video done, short film done through this course.
Yeah, basically I'll be covering up so how to import some footage to Premiere Pro or Audition or OpenShot. Like I'll be teaching importing and exporting and ogange compile kala effects dala sounds dala lasana video hadanna man kiyala denne meke color correcting a videos ඔයාට ඕන දවල් scene එක ගන්න එක රෑ කරන්න ඕන නම් ඒ ඔක්කොම මම කියලා දෙනවා. ඒකට කියන්නේ color correcting කියලා.
These are all concepts, ideas. Sir will teach you about the idea. Say if he teaches you the concept of color correcting, I mean, color correcting itself is a 3 months course, if you really look at. But he will teach you what is color correcting, how to do it and all, and you have to do it and test it and learn advanced stuff. That's how the course will.
Yes, yeah, like he said, I'll be teaching like from basically like introducing you to the software and introducing you to the effects, and like we'll probably like work with 1 or 2 effects, and you know, like if you guys have any questions, that's why I always ask you guys to communicate. Like if you have any doubts, you can ask, then I can help you through it. So this is your chance to ask and learn.
Best thing is to learn video editing is when sir teaches you certain techniques, use separate videos and try different effects and experiment yourself. By doing it only you can learn. Nobody can teach you everything. You have to do. You have to do example, small 1 or 2 minute videos. Then you will learn.
That's it. Does anyone have any kind of question? I'm like still getting used to everyone. Like they're so quiet. Anything? Any questions regarding open sources like the OpenShot and all everything, softwares?
Normally these classes are quiet. You have to, that's one of the weaknesses of these classes. But of course, when you start practical sessions, they might ask questions.
Ask questions, huh? That is it. So far I have covered up the introduction and everything. So is there anything else do you think I should cover up? Okay, so the Adobe softwares and all the license. So basically, that we'll get into basically in the week. Yeah, so in week 3 we'll be getting into Adobe side, the Premiere Pro side. So that's when we'll be giving you guys the softwares. So we'll give you guys like a small what is it? Like a form. So you have to fill that form, and you'll get the license to your email. Yes, I'll be giving sample footages as well to edit on Premiere Pro or open source. I'll be having a drive full of like all these footages. So I want you guys to like go through those footages, maybe combine those videos and create your own footage.
Sir will give you some small assignments. You will have to maybe upload it to Google Drive or something. You can't email. They're big. So sir will give you some comments as well as for the final project. Sir will give you a small video edit, maybe 3-minute video edit or 2-minute. You have to show you what you have learned.
Yeah, so every week I'm planning to give you guys like a small assignment. So next day you guys can show me like what you have learned and what you have improved within that period of time. So then I can give you a good feedback and what you are missing, and I can help you guys, get better at what you're doing.
I think, sir, it's 30 seconds is fine, no?
Yeah, 30 seconds, no need one. Yeah, 30 seconds is more than enough for a video edit.
For the assignment, we will say 30 seconds. Then the file is small. Everybody can show.
Yeah, that is what. That's true. Yeah. When will we given a certificate?
So we can give a certificate if you do a final project.
Yeah, you have to finish all 8 weeks of class, and attendance matter. And after the attendance, we will mark your work, and then you'll be receiving your certificate. Is there any other questions?
I must tell you, normally commercially, these
Yeah.
kind of courses are like 40,000 to 80,000. Because you are getting it free 8 weeks. So make sure you don't miss any classes and learn as much as you can. You won't get another chance like this.
Yeah, that is so true. Do you guys have any kind of question regarding video editing, or like do anyone know about Adobe softwares or Premiere Pro? Do you guys have any questions? Or anyone who has who is already a video editor, like learn like have used these softwares? you guys just drop a message on the chat so I can see who have used Premiere or not. Yeah, Adobe Premiere and Audacity. What about it? Okay, since we are in a topic of video editing, so I'll show you guys like this guy who literally made a cinematic movie scene by himself. There's a movie that was recently out called Oppenheimer, which is about atomic bomb, and so this guy he basically created his own little scene by himself. So I'll be showing you guys that how he edited it and how he got those footages as well.
It took Christopher Nolan roughly 2 years and $100 million to create Oppenheimer. In fact, I was so inspired watching it that I decided to challenge myself to recreate the entire film. But unfortunately, I don't have that much time, nor do I have that much budget. So let's see what I can create with a time limit of 4 days and a huge budget of $0. Action. Well, it's almost next to impossible to create a 3-hour-long movie in zero budget, let alone in 4 days. It's like setting myself up to failure. But you know what's possible? Recreating the trailer. So we took the first trailer of Oppenheimer and the plan was to create all the scenes with Robert J. Oppenheimer, aka Cillian Murphy. So in total, we needed to create 16 shots. And we divided these shots into 5 locations. Mainly 3 outdoor locations, 1 apartment building and my studio. And after the pre-planning was done, it was finally time to start shooting. It's 12:30 and we are finally ready to shoot Oppenheimer. The entire team is behind me and let's go to the first location of the shoot. The first location was 26 kilometers away in a field. So basically we wanted a huge tower to recreate this scene. And this is the tower we came for. But things were not going to be easy for us. To reach the tower, there is no defined road that leads to it. So we had to do a little bit of off-roading. And the day we chose to shoot turned out to be the worst weather condition to shoot anything. And the weather is so humid. As you can see, I did not take a shower. This is just my sweat. It's so humid out here. But luckily the shots were quite simple and we pulled it off within a few tries. The second location was a garden where we had to recreate this scene. So we set up the tripod and we set up the pocket RGB light and the reflector on his black side. Well, we tried our best, but this is all we could get. By the time we reached the third location, the weather decided to show a little bit of mercy on us. So we are at the last and the final location of the shoot. It's currently 5:37 and this is the view. I just wanted to inform you all that acting in Oppenheimer is very, very tough. And our actor has never acted before, but still he's trying and he's doing very good. The shot that we're trying to create involves some acting. So multiple takes later, we finally did it. Now if you thought day 1 was challenging, day 2 was even more challenging. Now in this scene, there's a problem. We need roughly around 10 or 12 people, but we only have 3. So we are going to take a tripod shot and we are going to replicate and blur the background. As our actor had only 1 day's leave, he had to leave for his job. Our actor is only available till 11 AM. And what time is it? It's already 10:35. Bus. Till there is. During this shoot, we managed to improvise a little bit. We got a few unique shots that are not really present in the trailer, but They turned out very well.
Done with the first half of the shoot. We only have to recreate the indoor scenes now.
After our actor left, I went back to the studio and things just went downhill from there.
Hello? ঠিক আছে দিয়া. So I just got a call from our actor and turns out he has a lot of work, so today we will not be able to shoot.
So basically I had one day all to myself and I backed up and looked at all the footage.
So I was just going through all the footage and turns out I messed up this shot. There are vignetting across the edges of this video. This usually happens when we crank the ND filter to the max. So I think we might have to cut out this shot. I messed up another shot. In this shot, I forgot to turn it to Vlog color profile, so this is completely in standard color profile. So I think we might have to cut out this shot as well.
I started to question my abilities and my skills. Was this too big of a challenge for me to accomplish? Why isn't everything going as planned? Will people hate the final outcome? But then I looked at my previous video and I read all the comments. I seriously cannot thank you guys enough for the support on the previous video. It genuinely inspired me to push through and make the final product even better.
See you tomorrow. So I just got a call from our actor and turns out after our actor is done with the work hours, we can shoot tomorrow.
So with a newfound motivation, I moved on to. Though I messed up a few shots, I still had the majority of the shoot left. That left me with the opportunity to make it up for the messed up shots.
So after waiting for more than 36 hours, our actor is finally here and we are ready to shoot the last bit of the sequence, which will be in our studio, completely controlled environment.
And that day I had access to a cinema lens,
Now normally I use the Lumix S5, but for these shoots, the indoor shoots we are going to do on the Cine lens.
which made things even better.
These Cine lenses have a different look and feel to it that normal lenses just can't replicate.
We managed to pull off a lot of the shots easily.
Done with 2 shots, 8 more to go. 15 takes later, done with the 3rd shot. Done with 4 shots, 4 more to go.
But few shots were a little more difficult to replicate.
And now it's time for creating the train scene.
But it wasn't difficult enough to stop us.
Now we need to create this shot. But we have a little bit of a challenge because we don't have a plain wall. We have to remove the entire decoration of my studio.
After removing the decorations, we got the shot very easily. But of course, how can things go so easily for us? We had to have some sort of a hurdle coming our way.
And currently we have only 12% charge.
The battery was low and we had only one battery.
We have only 9% battery left on the camera and we still have 3 more shots left to recreate.
We couldn't afford to wait and charge it since we had a time limit. So we decided to push through anyways.
2 shots left. Action. The camera has approximately 5% battery left and we have 1 shot remaining.
So all in all, day 3 was a huge success.
We are finally done with the shoot. The camera has only 3% battery left and I am super duper sleepy.
But I still had a lot of work left. Even though we got the indoor shots right, what's the point of shooting if it doesn't fit well in the edit? So this is the most crucial step that will determine how good the trailer will turn out. And I had to get it right.
So we are in the studio. It is currently the next day and my intention is to complete it before the sunrise.
Now editing the trailer is going to be a little bit difficult because in the trailer there are many more shots with multiple other actors of the movie as well, which we couldn't recreate due to obvious reasons. So I needed to find out a solution.
So now I'm going to search for a music that resembles the music of the first Oppenheimer trailer. For that I'm going to open up Artlist.
I genuinely believe that the best and the highest quality music licensing platform currently in the market is Artlist.
So I found this music called Arena from this artist named Max H and I'm just mind blown. This music sounds so similar to the trailer.
And I'm not just saying that because they're sponsoring this video. I genuinely have been using their music in almost all of my previous videos.
So I'm going to need a lot of stock footages to demonstrate the explosion. So I'm going to download all the assets and then I'm going to edit it.
Even recreating this trailer would be impossible if I didn't have Artlist. Artlist has been able to deliver every type of sound effects that I needed every time.
So I was just going through all the stock footage and I found this new feature called the Suggested Sound Effects, where you get AI-powered recommendation of sound effects based on your stock footage. So this is a very handy feature that I'm going to need in the edit.
Luckily for creators like us, the filmmakers, the editors, the creatives, Artlist offers even more, like stock footage, video templates, plugins, and even photo and video editing softwares.
So I took all the clips that I recreated from the trailer and placed them adjacent to the stock footages.
Only because of brands like Artlist, I'm able to bring these ideas of mine to life.
So I have set up the music and the voiceover on the sequence. and this is going to act as an outline for the entire edit.
So if you're someone looking to level up your videos, then sign up using the first link in the description and get 2 extra months for free on Artlist. And thank you so much Artlist for sponsoring this video. Surprisingly, the editing was running very smoothly.
4:28 a.m. I'm done with the sound effects. 5:22. I'm done with the color grading. It's time to move on to the last and the final step.
Until this happened. In these 2 specific shots, you can see that there are certain objects missing in the frame. Specifically the nuclear bomb in the first one and the window in the second shot. So how do we fix that? Well, luckily the new Photoshop beta version has a new feature called the generative fill. So I used generative fill to create the machine-like structure in the first shot and the window in the second shot. And everything from then onwards went smoothly. And we managed to get it done within the time limit.
Okay, so this turned out quicker than I expected. It's currently 5:55 and I'm done with the edit.
So now comes the question, was I able to replicate the trailer through my edit? Well, I showed it to my friends and this was their reaction.
Dude, so amazing, perfect.
Let me know your reactions in the comments after watching the video. And as always, keep creating.
We imagine a future, and our imaginings horrify us. They won't fear it until they understand it. And they won't understand it until they've used it.
Yes. So guys, you saw that video as well. So you saw how much time he has to put into, and it was 0 budget as well. So this is something, you know, like you guys even can create maybe after this course is done, you guys will be learning so much throughout this course as well. So do you guys have any questions regarding it? Yeah. Does anyone have
A lot
any?
of people ask about certificate in your class. Now, when you go to school, you learn about 13 years. Some people get 3 A's, some people get 3 F's. You don't ask what kind of certificate you are getting when you go to the school. You have to do your exam and you have to pass, then only you get the certificate. But when it comes to technology learning, don't ever think about certificates. Certificates are really useless other than a degree. If you have a diploma requires like 1,500 hours learning or 2,000 hours learning or something, huge effort. These certificate will be checked with the interviews. But when you go to an interview, there is something called show reel. I think you should tell about them. They will only look at your work, not your certificates. You should tell about the show reel.
I did show them a few tutorials as well about some people who have worked with Premiere Pro and like this video editing early in this class as well. So those are some tutorials as well I showed. So like in my perspective, guys, like learning a software is like that's as a designer, in my experience, like knowing a software is something that what do you call it? You can get to places, like it doesn't matter how many master's degrees you have, but it's the skill that matters actually, like knowing what you can do, what you're capable of doing with the software. So the video I just showed you, like this guy, he just created a trailer by scratch. Basically, he just took footages of a person, not even an actual actor, so just a regular person, and he created something there. So and look at how many people who are interested, like look how on the quality of the video. So that's something like, you know, you guys can get with experience knowing the software. That's what this course is all about, right?
that's what I also think. What our project name is Next Gen Skills. We give you skills. If we want to give you certificates, we charge you something. We call it a big diploma, anything. We teach you something and give you a certificate. But a certificate doesn't mean any skills. So our program will give you skills that we can guarantee. You have to take part and do the things. You'll get your skills. And I think today you have done a very good introduction. Next week we could start. Purnima will also come back.
Okay.
And we want to thank you, Ravindu, for taking up this session.
Welcome.
Thank you for all joining.
Okay, guys. Thank you for joining, and you're welcome. So I'm actually happy to see start the class next week, and it's going to be so much fun. And I'll have footages ready on a drive, and we can maybe recreate something really cool by end of this plan. Okay. Okay then. So then I'm signing off.